Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay Will.
This is Miss T.
I'm Marcus Aaron.
And this is Second Service.
What's good, my people?
G.
Hi, family.
I thought you was about to say G-Net or something like that.
G Jesus. No, Jesus don't start with a G. Jesus. I'm not gonna make it, guys. I love you. I'm just not. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
It was the pause. Jesus doesn't start with the G. That
I thought it did for a second. That's what did it
for me. Hi guys.
J. Jesus. Sorry.
I think we're not gonna do that one.
All right, no J, but J. Sorry.
How are you?
Okay, hello, everyone. We didn't even pray yet.
We didn't even
greet
one another. Right,
so I'm sorry.
One another.
I'm starting off with G's for Jesus.
How are y'all doing?
You know,
I'm doing great.
Yeah. Doing good. Little hot. Doing good.
Oh, okay. You got a little greenhouse effect going on over there.
The lighting looks good, you know.
It does. It looks good on you.
I've been drinking my water and minding my business, and breathing.
Those are two keys.
That'll
do it. Those three things together will yeah.
I also told you how to put your light and where to sit.
First of all, we're not gonna do is start like that. We're not gonna do that. We're not. No.
Let's do it. I think that's a good idea. We should start
Marcus, how was your
that.
birthday?
You didn't get any help today? You didn't get any help?
Yo.
You didn't get any help with your lighting today?
Did you get help with your lighting today?
I
got help with my lighting.
Did you get help? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Marcus,
did you listen?
It was your birthday.
Birthday. Yo, listen, it was lit, bro. It was I don't know. I'm really hard to surprise, right? I guess because I'm a very analytical person, and when you walk into school and you don't know if you're gonna get shot in the 5th grade, you pretty much watch everyone's characteristics and personalities. You never because it could be the difference between you living or dying. So I'm watching everybody around me at all times, just for a bad habit. So it's kind of hard to surprise me. But my fiance surprised me. She surprised me for my birthday, my 34th birthday. Oh, you know what? Call me stupid though. All right, so boom. I'm sitting here. My mind was blown the other day. You're gonna laugh at me because I thought it was funny, but I wanted to share it with you guys. All right, so when you turn 34, right?
Mm-hmm.
You really are at your 35th, you're going into your 35th year, right? Say, because when I turn 1, I've already been on the earth.
Yeah.
1 year.
Yes.
So right now, my 34 is done. No, aren't I walking into 35? I'm in my 35th year right now.
Yeah. So
I don't know why that blew my mind the other day, but I'm just like, dog. So 34 is done already. I've been 34 last year this whole time. I'm not I'm celebrating 34 years alive, but I'm really walking. Are y'all no?
I'm following you because I was gonna have a follow-up question, which is if somebody dies at 88, were they really 89?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, dog. But it really just blew my mind. But all right, let me backtrack. Okay, so she surprised me. They had a fake studio session. My older brother and my nephew. They said they wanted to record a song. So I took them to the studio, and I knew something was up. Just because the way it went down, my brother was way too talkative. If you know Cedric, he doesn't talk as much as he does. He was over-explaining things. Cedric doesn't explain anything. He don't need to explain nothing to me. He just say what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna be like,
That's it. That's it.
Yeah. I'd be like, "Are we doing a song? All right, cool." Because then he was like, "Yeah, because I knew you would have time on Sunday and stuff." I'm like, "Zach, you're really over-explaining stuff." Then Melissa got a package delivered to the house from Party City. So I knew something was up, right? So I'm like, yo, all right, something's going down.
Why are you so
So
nosy though?
yeah, just because you gotta be. So I get to the studio and they told me to like Cedric was like, "Yo, come outside real quick." In the back of my mind, I'm thinking that like they're just gonna have like because my studio's across the street from a park. I'm thinking they was gonna have like a nice little table set up with some cake. Everybody's gonna say boom. So I was going like do a fake, oh, this is dope, but I do kind of vibe. And I walk outside and I see a parade of cars with balloons and signs and screaming. Everybody's blasting my music. It was just I couldn't hold back the tears. I even get emotional watching the videos. Who's cutting onions?
Who's cutting them? Who's cutting them?
I'm not crying. You're crying. It was really it really was an amazing. It was one of the best birthdays I've ever had in my entire life, and it really just was a creative way to say, "Hey, we love you." It was like it was really on some parade type joint. Macy's Day. I was, I'm a little chubby from quarantine pounds, so I could kind of be a Macy's Day balloon, I guess. But it was just a really, it was a really dope time. That's it. I'm sorry. It was great. It was super great. Best birthday ever. Walking into my 35th year, on this earth.
No, the parade was super dope. I wouldn't be me if I wasn't late.
Yes.
But I was late by like 2 minutes. I was late like by 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm. It was about 2 minute parade. So you missed most. It was late. No, it was super. No, it was super dope though. And thank you for coming. I really appreciate that. It was it was. I don't know. Where do you go from there? Thank you, 34. I'm looking forward to these 35 months of. I'm still processing this, guys. It's really amazing to me.
That's dope.
But you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it.
Right.
You did. Okay, never mind.
Sing, Tara. Weren't you an alto, right?
Huh?
You're an alto, right?
I guess.
Oh, okay. You don't sing in choirs anymore?
No.
You too cool for the choir crowd?
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah."
Pretty much. I don't want to sing and shout all night. I don't want to do that.
Well, nobody's doing that right now unless you're doing it in their houses. But whoa,
Jay Will, how are you?
I'm good. Marcus and my wife actually have the same birthday.
So amazing. You have two amazing people in your life.
But you're blessed. Double the blessing.
I was quarantine flexing with her weekend.
I know it's undefiled, but you're just gonna throw it out there like that?
Me.
I mean, isn't that why we get married?
That's yeah.
So
that's exactly right.
We had a good weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good time.
That's great. Happy birthday to her too, bro.
Yeah.
Share with some amazing people.
I'm still stuck on. Sorry. Huh? Sarah, what?
Must you say "hun" like that?
What do I say it like?
Huh? Huh? You sound like a 94 Honda Accord.
How you say she sound like a horn?
like a whole.
A 1994 Honda Accord with cloth seats and a roll down window.
We're done. Who's praying us in? Because we didn't even get to prayer yet. Who's praying us in?
I think the birthday boy should pray.
Yes. Come on, birthday boy.
There is nothing like an opportunity to pray to my God. And I feel his spirit, King. I'm praying. I feel his I feel his spirit all around me. I think King feels the spirit as well too, because it said out of the mouth of babes and sucklings. That's the King James version. Don't quote me on the sucklings part, but out of the mouth of babes comes perfect praise, a praise that is perfectly presented to our perfect provider of perfect presence. Oh my God, I feel the spirit of P in this place. Thank you, God, for your goodness in allowing me and Jay Will's amazing wife to see another year. Thank you for another show. Thank you for another morning, another mercy, another grace. Oh, there it is. Another day. to just breathe in and release. Did you feel it? It was the pause. When you
I
pause.
I did it with you.
You see it? Oh, did you do it? Did you do it? It's in the pause. It's in the peace and the being of the still that allows you to feel his presence. My God, in here on tonight, this afternoon, God, we just want to say thanks. Allow this show to be what you want for. Excuse me. This is not a show because we don't do this. We don't do this for show. Allow this encounter to be exactly what you want for it to be. God, thank you. Oh, Talama Hasia. Ha. Amen.
Amen.
That was
it.
That's how you pray when you turn 30, 34.
I'm telling you, Marcus might be the prayer warrior.
I'm a prayer warrior. Ain't nobody about it. Ain't nobody pray better than me.
Ain't nobody pray better than me.
It's the Lord's Prayer, and then it's all my prayers, like right under it. It's right here. All my prayers is grouped in a bunch. But it's the Lord's Prayer. I'm going to give him his first because that big homie OG. And then Jesus. I'm going to let him rock with his.
Working out.
Then come on.
You still working on the prayer CD?
I am. I'm going to release it. I'm just waiting on a word from the Lord to let me know when the world is ready for these encounters.
Are we
you know, timing is everything.
Like real life.
I'll drop a prayer CD. I'll do it. So that's all I'm waiting for.
All right. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Amen.
Me too.
Make sure you look with your spiritual eye. My God.
My spiritual eye is blind to that.
Just make sure you look with your spiritual eye. Okay? Yeah.
All right. Well, Miss T, what's going on
with your quarantine announcements?
Quarantine.
So did y'all hear that there may be another stimulus package going out?
I need that. Give me my dollar.
Well, okay. So, the article here says last week, the Republican-led Senate claimed that the $3 trillion stimulus package, which is majority backed by House Democrats, would be dead on arrival if it made its way to the Senate. But that didn't stop fiery Nancy Pelosi from taking the HEROES Act to a vote on last Friday, and it passed. Majority 208 to 199. So now, of course, it goes to the Senate. But people, we could definitely use that. We could definitely use that additional. I don't think that being home for 3-4 months that you could just hand somebody $1,200 and be like, you'll be fine. So I think people
every
really
little bit helps, right?
Yeah. What did y'all do with y'all last one? Did y'all like spin it, save it,
random?
Who?
Mine is in my account, just for.
Yeah, I don't know what
I saved mine. Marcus, I'll be honest with you, I don't know where it is.
I didn't save it. No. I had things I had to do. I still have a lot of things that I'm paying, bills and things like that. The studio, places, and there's a lot of things that are still going on. So yeah, that definitely went to some musical things as well too. So still working on that album.
Amen. Well, speaking of being good with money, or whether you saving or you spend it, did y'all hear that Raven Symone said she hasn't touched her Cosby Show money? Like, at all.
I don't believe nothing Raven Symone says. I really don't. I don't never. When she started talking, I just be like,
What's her deal in general?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm drawing a.
Well, I mean, like, right. What do you mean?
Just in general, like her shape, like why people might not like her.
Oh, she's just always saying crazy stuff, bro.
Yeah, she's always saying something that's controversial or questionable.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Like, didn't she say some borderline racist stuff too?
Yeah, but she's been pretty quiet ever since the View days. Because I think the View, when she was on the View, when she had that gig, I think that's when a lot of her comments were a bit on the. Did you think about that before it came out your mouth?
Yeah, no, I wasn't.
Oh.
I don't like her. I don't know why. She's cool. I mean, who am I not to like her? Like, I don't know her, but just what she presents is, I don't know. Sometimes like, what are you talking about? She ain't spending Cosby money. That's good. Where did she get money from though? From where? Oh, she had that. Oh So Raven. If you got Oh So
You have
Raven,
That's So Raven, the movies, music.
how much money would you think
There
she
was
really making
music.
from that anyway? She was
From
how
what?
old was she? From the Cosby's.
She was 3. But then think about it. Also, whatever
Did they put that
residuals
in
you
a
get from
bond?
it, it's still playing.
Exactly.
Huh?
How much you paying?
Did
How
they
much you
put that
paying
in
a
a bond
3-year-old?
for her?
I didn't spend my $25,000 because I made $5 million from Oh So Raven and Nickelodeon. I wouldn't spend.
Why do you keep
25
calling it Oh So Raven? That's So Raven.
What's up? Oh, excuse me. Whatever the Raven, whatever her name is. I wouldn't, if she was making millions from that, she probably doesn't even know it's the same.
True.
How does she know? Did she put like Cosby on the dollar bills before she deposited them? Are they in a safe deposit box?
I was gonna say that maybe it's in like a whole separate account.
You
Maybe
know, I
what
used to
J-Bo
think
said,
that.
maybe it is a bond. I don't know.
News.
Mm-hmm.
How did they how did we find this out? Like,
So she was doing
Yeah, I don't know.
she was doing a live interview, and then once she dropped that gem, it then went everywhere. It was like picked up by everybody. That's how I saw it.
I'm killing the game.
Oh, that's
I didn't
nice.
get Cosby money yet. Gotcha.
Yeah, because it became
That's
like it was classified as like a super calm flex, being able to say you have so much money, but you haven't even touched that.
I haven't even touched my Cosby money.
That sounds like a Drake line.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
right?
well, whatever.
Need to.
She's good with her money, or not. Whatever.
Word. I want to see bank statements.
We do. It's graduation season, and
Hey.
I forgot just how much this pandemic has impacted. Like down, funerals, weddings, now graduations, proms, like everything is either virtual or not happening. But over the weekend, our forever president did host. He did give the commencement speech both to the HBCU class of 2020 and high school students, which I thought was super, super dope. It was streaming all over news platforms and YouTube over the weekend, so 45 was having a heart attack somewhere. He was spazzing out. But there are some quotes from that speech that I wanted to share. So one quote
the best
here.
Speeches.
He
one
really
could give it a better speech than
no, not Trump.
On a scale of speeches.
This is Obama.
I know. I'm saying what Trump was saying in the house.
Oh yeah. As he was walking around in his briefs, being all the way up.
He wear white drawers. He wear them big old white drawers. I know he do. White drawers. Not the ones where they come down on your thigh. He wear the joints that's just, what's those called? Because I don't wear those no more. The boxer.
Aren't they briefs? Aren't they briefs? Almost like
Are they called briefs? The Superman drawers. He wear the Superman drawers, but he wear them in white. I'm telling you, I know it. Not that I've seen it or want to see it.
But you just feel in your heart of hearts.
I'm almost certain that he wears white drawers.
Okay. Well, here's one of the things that our forever president said this is now to the high school class of 2020. He said, doing what feels good, what's convenient, and what's easy, that's how little kids think. Unfortunately, a lot of so-called grown-ups, including some with fancy titles and important jobs, still think that way, which is why things are so screwed up.
Talk your talk, Barack Obama.
He then implored the high school students to ground themselves in values that last, like honesty, hard work, responsibility, fairness, generosity, and respect for others. So that is just what he said to the high school class of 2020, but it's what he said to the HBCU class of 2020.
Oh, it was 2 speeches? Oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He said, you're being asked to find your way in a world in the middle of a devastating pandemic and a terrible recession. The timing is not ideal, and let's be honest, a disease like this just spotlights the underlying inequalities and extra burdens that Black communities have historically had to deal with in this country. We see it in the disproportionate impact of COVID-19 on our communities, just as we see it when a Black man goes for a jog and some folks feel like they can stop and question and shoot him if he doesn't submit to their questioning.
My God.
When I tell you Uncle Barack is saying any and everything that he wants to say because now he can without y'all. I mean, y'all are still gonna, look deep into it, but it's like, yeah, he's not president anymore. So how he feels is exactly what he gets to say. Yeah, so
I feel like we should have had C. King read those remarks for us.
I was like,
in his Barack voice,
I was like, who?
Christian?
Yeah,
that would have been amazing.
We'll call him in next time. Next time I'm doing
we'll call him in
then
Zoom, so he could just read the announcements in the Barack's voice. I just want to hear his voice. I like Barack, and I love everything he stands for. And it's I knew it was gonna happen. I knew. I wish I really knew it though, so I could have warned a lot of other people. When we got Barack, I knew it was downhill. What were they gonna do for us? They knew that we finally got in there. And we had a black president who was extremely knowledgeable. Whether you agree that he did this or did that, you cannot question his wisdom and his approach, his smoothness, and everything about him. And then we get, I knew it was going to happen. Where could we have gone from there?
It's like a crazy difference.
No, it is insane, but it shows America.
Yeah,
that the two people could hold the same positions, but one of them could receive it simply because he is he has a lot of money. He has zero qualifications for this job. He's no qualifications for this job, the position that he holds, but because he's white and he has a lot of money, he could be the president of the United States.
I know it's wishful. Go ahead. Sorry.
We supposed to vote in September? Is that a real thing?
November.
Yeah, November, right?
Yep.
We supposed to vote. Probably gonna be some online voting type joint that they're gonna manipulate again.
Which
No, without a doubt.
I don't trust that. I
think Trump's gonna be president again. I don't trust Uncle Joe. And Bernie, I didn't really trust Bernie either because I felt like every time he walked, that something in his body was gonna crumble. He had great policies and things like that, but he looked decrepit. Like he looked like he was just gonna step and turn into dust with every step that he took. And I just didn't think he was ready for the job either.
He definitely looked like he belongs in one of those commercials and like having pain.
Where he looked like one of them old basketball players, like from the like when basketball first started with the shoulders up and they'd be going to accept their Hall of Fame award and all that. Like I remember back in 42.
Definitely could be on Life Alert. He definitely
Life Alert. Like same thing. He looked like one of those people. Like we were killing them out there. We wanted for the gift. Shari, you don't think Joe Biden? What's his name? He looked old. What was his name?
Bernie.
I can't even. Bernie. You don't think Bernie looked old? You was down with Phil LeBaron? You was a part of the Bernie Sanders crew?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
No.
Is he a war veteran?
Yes, he was.
He was in Gettysburg.
I don't like it here.
The Tea Party.
I don't like it here. I don't like it here. I do not.
They will say Gettysburg.
I do not. But I will say, I don't want. Regardless of like trusting or not trusting Joe, I will say that his campaign videos so far have been on the money. He's using the approach of the pandemic, which it's the smart route to take right now. So a lot of his campaigns have just kind of uncovered Trump's approach and how he knew from certain date and then the steps he did and did not take. So they have been really good. And even like the Lincoln Foundation have they're making videos. And here's the crazy part about it.
Like
yes, they have a foundation, which is not. I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they are Republicans. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But do you know how bad of a president you have to be when a foundation, okay, who's focused on other things, starts making videos that unpack your failure to respond to a pandemic? Is like
they're losing money too. Everybody's losing money because of his horrible leadership, and things like that. And
which is why I'm hoping he won't win a next election. Like
the hope is like I don't know who else do we have? Who are we voting for outside of hope?
I mean,
who?
Honestly, I'll take Joe over Trump. I'll take Joe.
I don't know. Joe did some really questionable things in his political career. He was
and which politician hasn't? Not defending, just saying which politician hasn't.
I understand. I'm just saying I hate like the idea of picking the lesser evil. I agree with you. I'm gonna vote. And I'm probably gonna vote for Joe Biden.
Because...
No. I'm probably gonna vote for Joe Biden. Just because I feel like we're a better party when we're united. Because that's what happened that got Trump elected in the first place. Hillary Clinton and her stands made us not vote for. Bernie Sanders stands made us not vote for Hillary Clinton. They're like, oh, well, don't vote at all if you're not going to vote for Bernie when he got kicked out. And then because they said, Hillary probably just got it in the bag. Nobody thought Trump would be there. And now look at us 4 years later in the House.
Right, in the House.
But there was no corona when Obama was president. I just want to throw that out there.
There was no corona. What else wasn't there? The seasons were kind of, they were in sync a little bit. We had snowstorm.
Talking about the sun about to take a break. Did you hear that? It was like,
no,
it's not going to be as hot as it needed to be. Oh, you got to look. I'm going to send you the article. It's like, it's not going to be as hot as it was. So many things is going on. It's crazy, man. We need Obama back. I don't think Joe could do it.
Put him back. Okay. So we talked about graduation season. Now, with us still being home during quarantine life, the last verses. Now, I didn't even waste my time tuning into it because I heard that there were some technical difficulties. I heard that Nelly versus Luda was not, it was not the club that you thought it was going to be. Did y'all watch?
I'm tired.
Thoughts, Marcus?
I'm tired, but I watched it. I watched a little bit of it. I just feel like for it to be having like millions of viewers and all that type of stuff, and for Timbaland and Swiss to be throwing their name over everything, like, oh, this is us, we're doing this. I feel like they should take better care of what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, this time around, they did send the same devices, I think, to everybody involved. Like they teamed up with Roland and got them to send out some like the sound was okay. Like it was okay. But Nelly ain't have no service. I think they should send phones too, because from the looks of things, I think he had like Metro PCS and stuff. No, not the Metro PCS. But it had to be either Metro PCS or it had to be one of them phones that you get from Rite Aid in a spinny case. When you spin the case and you pull a phone out, it was one of them joints, track phone, because the service was looking crazy, bro. It looked crazy.
The weather?
Yeah, he said it was raining out there, something like that.
What?
I mean,
does he like? He was using Dish Network.
Yeah, he using a dish. He was using a dish.
A dish for the phone. That's probably what he was using then.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Like, because where does even Wi-Fi come from? That's like, that's not Dish. That's underground, right? Or it's like the way. How does that work? Like,
don't know. Truthfully, I don't know.
So should it be affected that much? It was looking crazy, but then it finally came back and it got good. I will admit though, I thought Luda was gonna beat him a lot worse than what he did. Like, what's his name? Nelly pulled out 1 or 2 sleepers that I forgot about. But Luda is just it's just ludicrous. I know we gotta really see these. I'll be looking up their song list and all that. It's like Luda got some hits, bro.
I did hear that Luda did say some questionable things regarding R. Kelly. So Twitter was like not a fan. He said something along the lines of like, I love R. Kelly, but around my daughters, nah. And
what's wrong with that?
Is that in his song or something?
Yeah, he dropped a new song.
I think it's in his song.
He dropped a new song with Lil Wayne, or I don't know if they're dropping it, but it was unreleased. So he played some
I thought
music.
From when I read the tweets, I thought it was more so like he'd said it and then played a song. I didn't know it was like lyrics from a song. Got it.
Yeah, it's lyrics from a song. So the songs sound pretty dope with him and Lil Wayne. Songs sound dope. Yeah, it's really dope. Luda still can rap. Like he's always been an amazing lyricist. Like he still got it. Amazing lyricist. Yeah.
Well, did y'all watch Jill Scott and Erykah Badu? I did watch that one. Marcus.
I did.
It was so. Go ahead, Jay. I'll let you.
I was missing candles and incense and sage. I wish I knew, so I would have properly prepared like the room, the setting for that. I think I was more surprised or wowed by Erykah, because I didn't I guess I haven't listened to her in a long time, but like she got hits. But it was mad black hippie-ish, I guess. Like it was weird. It was like very like.
It was vibey,
boring.
is what people were saying. But Marcus,
you're so beautiful. I'm gonna play this song that reminded me of
Queen.
How you did your hair when I first met you, and this song.
They were genuinely loving on one another. No,
Queen.
That?
I love you, Queen.
I love you, King.
When I wrote this song about you, Queen, you gave me my first shot, Queen. So I'm gonna play this song, Queen, because this is a song that deserves to be played in front of a queen. Queen. All day. How
Marcus,
much, dog?
You got it.
Play the song, ladies. I love y'all. It was amazing because those are two.
It was amazing. Great energy for women.
Amazing music. Yeah, great energy, yo. But it was just boring. A little to me.
It was a little slow.
Like a little boring.
Fine.
Like, play it faster. It would have been better.
Right, a little less talking and more music playing. But who am I? You know, I don't know. I'm sure if you love them too, you loved it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But if you like it, I love it. Who's next? Do we know? Has one been announced or?
No, I think they're talking about Busta Rhymes going next though.
Okay.
Busta with who did they have for Busta Rhymes?
I saw somebody say from a video aspect having Busta and Missy verse.
That would be
it wasn't. That would be dope, but it wasn't Missy. It was somebody else.
Okay.
Oh, their videos are crazy. It was Busta and somebody else. I forgot who it was, but they were saying that.
But
go ahead.
Speaking of Busta, I'm so glad you said that. Yolanda Adams did
Did you see that?
Yeah. Yolanda Adams.
That joint threw me for a loop, bro.
Okay. Yolanda Adams did a live stream. I think it was like Erica Campbell. I think Tasha Cobbs was on there. So it was kind of having like a girl talk kind of thing.
Yeah,
and I forgot how it segued into a discussion on like crushes in the 90s. And Yolanda Adams had a huge crush on Busta Rhymes.
Yolanda Adams, Donnie McClurkin's wife.
I knew you were going to say that.
Huge. How do you like Donnie McClurkin?
That's not Donnie McClurkin's wife, and I need you to stop with that really bad rumor. You have to stop. You have been consistently saying this on this show, and if we ever have her, she's not coming on because you.
Listen, I'm going to say it straight to her face. You know you were married to Donnie McClurkin. You know I'll say it. As soon as we get.
You know you will. You'll be like, it's an honor to meet you, Queen, but.
Queen, it's an honor to meet you, but when you going to tell the truth about marrying Donnie McClurkin? When you going to tell us? When you going to tell us this? Queen.
But I will say though, from a Baptist standpoint, because I'm a Baptist girl to the bone, it's so on brand. Of course. Why would you not have a crush on Busta Rhymes in the 90s? She said he was
Busta Rhymes.
Listen, she said he was all chiseled up, had a swag to him. Yep. She said he walked it. They were on the same label, I think she said.
And she said, I can't keep coming up to this office no more. If Busta gonna be here, it was a little bit of wow. The craziest part about it is she was with her friends and she was like, do y'all know that person I had a crush on? And they all said Busta Rhymes. Like,
yeah, like they all knew.
Like you was talking to them about this back in the day. Like, you give me some of this, got you all in check.
It was a thing. I mean, I'm not mad at it.
Crazy. That's crazy.
It is.
He wasn't even that brolic back then. He just got brolic, no?
True.
Yeah, dress.
I don't know. It was the dress.
Yeah,
it was the dress.
It was like the only one with dress back then.
Put your hands where my eyes would be. You know, it's crazy.
And they was on the same label, which I did not know.
Oh, word?
Yeah, they were.
So they were having a label meeting, and he came.
Yeah, she was having one with the president. And he came. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't allow dreads in my church. Ooh, I like these.
I like these. Reminds me of the master.
He's different.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna move along because I'm about to set myself up for trouble. We're gonna move right along. Did y'all see Kirk Franklin's remix to Savage for Mother's Day?
Yeah, I seen it.
Thoughts? I thought it was pretty dope with the
Yo, let me tell you, that joint was fire.
Okay.
It pains me to
I thought it was super. It pains me.
I watched it like I thought it was gonna be whack, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it.
Same feeling. It actually was pretty good. I don't like fake acting. Because I kept going to each person, and the people are not acting. actresses, so they'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Yeah.
Man, so it was like I could have did without that. The song itself, because then he does his brand so well. Like he threw the organ in there on that little part. Yeah. I'm like, Dad, Kirk, you killed this. Sounds like I Smile. Like, you know what I'm saying? He killed it. But yeah, it was whatever. Shout out to him for that great idea. What? You know, I love Kirk.
Nothing.
All right.
To be like Whacker, man.
Me too.
I was watching it with Marcus' eyes the whole time.
Not with Marcus' eyes, like
the lens of Marcus.
I was like, dang, it was pretty good.
I was like, I ain't see no status. I ain't see no Marcus Facebook status about Kirk. I'm like, he passed.
No,
yeah, he did. I'm not a Kirk hater. I just hate what he does to the culture of gospel music. Like, think about it right now. Who could Kirk do a verses against? Nobody. They would have to do a revolving door of mad people in one room. You play your hit. You play your hit now. Like, because nobody.
Not a revolving door.
Yeah.
They probably. Yeah. You're right. They probably would.
That's
nobody can face Kirk.
That's not his fault though.
It's the gospel music's fault, and I can't be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it.
Speaking of music, what are y'all listening to during quarantine?
I've been doing a lot of writing, so I haven't been listening to as much. I've been writing in silence too, because I just like to center my thoughts for this. I'm almost done with the album, so like 1 or 2 more weeks, and I'll probably start listening to a lot more music. But for right now, I'm not really listening too much of anything.
For me, just random, but I like Maverick City Music joint.
Okay.
Oh, you sent me that, right?
Yeah. I think it came out maybe a month ago. Yeah.
Okay.
You won't start with me? Like, you won't start with me, joint?
Man of Your Word.
Yo, bro, that joint had me in tears, bro.
Yeah, man, it's good. I think they're doing like an amazing bridge of black and white contemporary music. I think they're doing I think they're doing the.
I mean, it's not. I don't know if I would call it black. I think it's only.
When I say black
only
and white, it's black people and white people singing it.
Right.
And it doesn't sound like Hillsong.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I think they have a nice middle lane without trying to.
I don't know if I can call it middle. I think it's a great presentation of what they do with black people in it, with a little black sprinkle. To me, the middle ground would be more so of a Travis Greenish joint. And I don't know if I can hear Travis Green necessarily doing some joint. He probably would sing that joint. Maybe he would. But again, I think it was more whitey than blacky. Just because I don't know. It's an amazing song. I cried off of it. It was heartfelt.
I'm just saying in general, well, you're looking at like an acoustic version.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe I didn't hear the other version.
There's no bass. There's no, synths or anything like that. So I think that's what Travis music would sound like too, if it was more right. Acoustic piano vibe, whatever.
Amazing song. Amazing
I
song.
love what they're doing. I think it's cool.
I have a question.
Go ahead. I did listen to Ricky Dillard's joint, so I'm not a choir guy at all.
We know.
Choir master.
But I'm enjoying his record.
I'm enjoying you.
I am blessed by your ministry.
Something cool I seen on Facebook. What's his name? Phil Lassiter. He did.
Yeah, he's dope.
He's the horn arranger
for a lot of people.
For a lot, from Kirk to whoever.
Yeah.
So he did horns on that album, and he goes through like all the songs that he did horns on it, and he shows like behind the scenes of the stacks and all that kind of stuff like that. So it had like all the producers and musicians kind of going crazy.
That's on his page?
Yeah, it probably still is. It's probably. I think I sent it to you.
I don't see it. I'm gonna go double check.
But yeah, it shows like it's like an hour of him breaking down the songs, and it's really cool.
Does he play? I mean, I guess I could go back and check, but does he play mad different instruments? So he does it like a MIDI type vibe? How does that work?
Oh, no. He plays mad different instruments, but he also staffs. Like,
oh, so he was scoring it, like writing it out and then having them.
And then he'll send it. Yeah, he's amazing.
Wow.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I may be putting my foot in my mouth because y'all know how y'all do me. Who is Peter Cottontail?
The bunny?
I have no idea.
No, he's an artist.
A mix between Peter Collins and Tissue Paper?
You said the bunny? Nah, bro, she's dying, guys. Chill, Queen, drink some water, Queen. Queen, don't die here, man. We need you. Drink some water.
The way you're using the napkin to drive.
It inspired me to write this song.
I can't even finish. Forget it.
Queen,
nah, he's an artist.
You're glowing.
You're glowing, Queen.
What products are you using?
Shut up. Okay. Queen. No, he really made me tear. Okay. No, I asked because he has a project out and people are sending it to me and it sounds really good. I don't know who he is, but it sounds really good. So I was gonna ask you guys if you have checked it out. But yeah.
Oh no, I do know this dude. You know what? Peter Cottontail, if I'm not mistaken, he's the dude that was down with Chance the Rapper and hold on, who's the Brass Tracks? You know about Brass?
Okay.
The people who were doing what was the name of those guys that just did? I can't remember the name, but they down with Chance the Rapper and all them dudes like that. They're really, really, really dope. Really, really dope.
It's a good project. It kind of gave me a little bit of like Sunday service vibes.
Yep.
But it does sound good.
Vibes.
But it does. But it does sound good. So this was asking.
Okay.
Yep.
Check it out.
He's dope, but he spelled it like Cottontail, Tale, not like
literally, right?
Yeah, Tale, not like Tail. Yeah.
Okay.
I need you. Listen, okay, I'm trying to control my laugh. Just stop. Yes.
I heard Will Smith joint.
Yes, with Joyner Lucas. I almost said Frank Lucas. I don't know why. Joyner Lucas. Yes.
Oh boy.
Shut up.
It's
I
good.
like it. It's a really good.
No, it's really good.
I do.
It's
I
really
do
good.
like it.
It sounds uncly.
But it's dope though. It's dope.
It's really dope.
Uncly.
It's dope.
Sounds uncly, but it's dope.
I'm really
Will Smith friend.
Somebody knocked.
Sounds like somebody else too. But anyways, I'm scared for Will. I feel like the track record is so spotless. Like, I'm scared that like something negative is gonna come out.
Nah, man, he just doing
like
his
a
thing,
bad
bro.
song that he does, or like a scandal.
Yeah, whatever. I think Will is like, he's been so clean, and now he's on Instagram and all of our faces, and everything's great that he does.
I hear where you're going.
It's a little scary. It's a little scary.
Yeah, I think he should have stayed.
Everything you do is great.
He should have stayed mysterious. But I think he figured out a formula and it's working.
Who has like that track record even on Instagram? Like,
you know what? A lot of it has to do with, I feel like too, though, is because he stayed kind of away from us for so long. That of course he would have a fresh. It's dope because it's fresh and it's new and it's different. He was gathering all of this information and just kind of staying quote unquote pure, like, you know. And now that he's in the limelight, I'm sure he's at home working on Instagram posts like the rest of us and stuff like that. But I don't know. I hope he does stay as cool as he can for as long as he can, because he's really like an icon. No pun intended. Icon living. Jaden.
I got it, Jaden. Yep,
Okay.
I got it. I saw what you did there.
He's really an icon living.
I saw what you did there. Speaking of icons, we lost a lot. Like with all of this, it felt like that one Saturday. It was like, or that one weekend rather. What was that, Mother's Day weekend? I want to say. Little Richard passed. Then
I am not gonna be upset about somebody who was 90 years old dying. I did not want to say that online because I felt like it would be like, you know, insensitive.
I honestly thought
If
that
you
Little
are
Richard had
over-
already passed, but I thought he had already passed. So I was like, "Is this a story that y'all was
like they in the
again?"
crib blasting, whoo, like you know what I'm saying? You ain't in the crib blasting Tutti Frutti, my dog. Come on, stop it. You like people just love to be sad. Like,
yeah,
celebrate that man. He lived an amazing life.
Yes, Betty Wright, and then of course, which was super right,
yeah.
not white, right? Yes.
Yeah, not Betty White.
That's so
she's
sad. A lot
here.
of people, yeah, she's still here. But then of course, the story that definitely broke my heart was the super legendary Andre Harrell. That
Harrell. Now that was like kind of crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
They said it was like a heart disease or something like that, right?
Yeah. I did hear that. I just and then I did see some tweets and I was just like, they're absolutely right. Your heart goes out to Diddy because he's lost a lot of people closest to him in a short span of time. I can only imagine.
Yeah, he discovered Diddy, right?
Yes. Yeah. Andre Harrell gave him his first start. So yeah.
As an assistant, something like that. Or
say it again.
Pastor, this other guy, Ravi Zacharias.
Oh, my man Ravioli. Yeah, he I never heard any of his sermons, so I was a little taken back by hearing that he died too.
Yeah, but
where is he from?
He's a preacher.
Zachariah.
I said, where is he from? And y'all said Zachariah.
Lebanon.
I hate it here. I just hate it here.
You hear that last name? It got to be from one of those places like that.
I'm not sure, but definitely not American.
A lot of people were touched by him though. Not in no nasty way.
Yeah,
it was a lot of people that were tweeting about like, yo, can't believe he's gone. I'm like, I had to look the dude up.
Yeah.
He looked kind of like son who be making people fall out with his jacket. What's his name?
Yeah, he looked like what?
Benny Hinn.
He said the dude that be making people fall out with his jacket.
I think he's in that world of like,
the hands,
healing and wise and wisdom, whatever stuff like that. So,
whatever stuff like that.
But he was 74, I think that is 60.
74.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, yo. I don't understand how you get upset about somebody dying. That's to me. It's like you should be celebrating.
I don't think right? Upset about this one though. Like, I think they're like, yo, he did his time. Like, he did his thing. So
yeah, like it was Jason did his time, like it was jail.
I'm sorry.
I do want to, because I think I was just reading this. I think it was updated either as of today or probably earlier this week. Did you guys hear that an attorney for the family of Ahmad Arbor, which was the young Black male that was running in Georgia, the family wants the person that recorded the incident to be arrested? Did you guys hear about this?
Yep.
They are pushing for that. What are your thoughts on that, Mark?
He was down with them. They chased them together. They were all a part of it. They all chased them together and hunted that man down. And they're pushing the narrative now that he was walking through the house.
I did read that.
Yeah, so it's a lot of Black people online as well too, talking about, well, if you're walking through houses, you deserve to get murdered. Why would he be doing that? Blah blah blah. It's a very important word that helped Trump win the election. It's called propaganda. It also helped Hitler murder millions of Jews. Propaganda. Once you feel like someone deserves what they got, then you don't care about what means they received it. So if you figure that he walked into a place and this guy's a thief, so I'm going to spread lies about him being a thief or an intruder, or being places that he shouldn't be, then it doesn't matter that he was killed, because he would have just never walked. When the reality is, if Ahmad was a white man, he would still be alive. And if that's all I want to keep pushing, that same narrative. So yeah, that guy deserves to be locked up. He helped hunt and record someone being murdered for miles. I heard for a long time they was chasing that guy from the house, and he didn't help. He didn't call 911. He recorded it. So he only flipped because he knew they were going down, and he didn't want to have anything to do with it. He wasn't helping. He didn't say, "Hey, yo, jump in my car," because these crazy white people with guns are chasing you. He blocked them off.
Jay, what are your thoughts?
About him going to jail or just the whole thing?
Just the whole thing.
I haven't even like been able to fully, I guess, feel it. You know, I'm upset, I'm angry, but it's just like it's. I don't want to say it's just another one, but it's like like nothing's changing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like me chiming out of like Trump in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't keep listening or feeling angry about Trump, and you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what to do. I don't.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I know what we need to do. We need to get a bunch of guns. Black people get some legal guns, keep them in their crib.
I want to say it was on Essence. I think it was a op-ed from, I guess, a blogger that wanted to write in and said the title was, "As a Black woman, I do think I need to exercise the right to bear arms." And I was like,
you better.
She's right. Probably
it's a different
right.
conversation if he's jogging with a 45 on his head.
Yeah.
He's gonna say, "Listen, y'all chasing me, but I'm about to let this thing talk."
And
then we having a I just don't really understand, son. Like, I mean, I guess it's another conversation for another day. But even coming from like not to make it like religion based, but coming from a Christian standpoint, I don't understand why Christianity doesn't push that idea. The way like other religions, like the strong force religion, like the Muslim dudes, like when Malcolm X was around, he had dudes with like guns, or even I think it's just a new age thing. Like I don't know what's going on, but I'm an advocate for every man,
right,
especially
to bear
black
your arms.
men. Oh, bear your arms.
Bear
Learn
your
a
arms,
tactic
baby.
of self-defense. You better teach your family and your people how to protect themselves. Because if it's one of my favorite quotes of all time, is better to need it and not have it. I mean, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it, bro. You standing there wishing you had a gun because somebody got a gun in your face legally. I'm talking about legally. Legally has a gun in your face because of something they feel. If you don't have the opportunity to respond with equal force, then you're left at the mercy of someone who hates you. Like, they hate you. They hate black people and they want you to die. I don't see why it would be against any type of moral compasses that anybody have, serving any God that they have, to not want to protect. Nehemiah did it. He was building a wall, and he had a sword in one hand, and he had a hammer in another hand. Like, I don't
Come
know
on and teach.
what type of time y'all on. But,
okay.
Nah, for real. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, those are your church announcements. He's in the Zoom. Stay home. That'll still preach. I just want you to know that people. No.
Somebody gonna steal my sermon. I know they
are. They are. He's in the Zoom. But a quick show topic conversation. And Marcus, I had you in mind when I came across this story. So there are two mainstream pastors. For the sake of the conversation, I won't say the names just in case, because it's an active lawsuit, but they are being sued for spiritual abuse. Commingling of funds, with the church funds and their personal living, stuff like that. And so I really wanted to just bring up this conversation of spiritual abuse because the journalist that released the story, her approach to this has been incredible. She started a website called spiritualabuseenshere.com or stopshere.com or something like that. And and I know Marcus is shaking his head because he's been saying this since day one.
I'm actually shaking my head because I'm thinking about all the money I could make off of people that is a pastor spiritually abusing me right now. He is abusing.
I'm gonna actually pull up the
I want to sue him.
I'm gonna pull up the open letter very quickly. Okay.
What part are you gonna read? Because
it's super long. I know. I'm only going to read like probably a paragraph or two.
Paragraph, not 8. That's what he's gonna say.
No. I said A. No. A.
I was reading like 8 paragraphs.
I will use the breakdown of what it is. Because I also think, Marcus, you talk about it often with spiritual abuse and how this idea of worshiping your leader more than you worship God and things of that nature, with a lot of ministries doing that. So a lot of this lawsuit kind of weighs in on that a bit, because it seems like the moment at this particular ministry that you found out that church funds were being used for personal living expenses was the moment that you were banished and put out and fired and all this good stuff. And I feel like that is a practice that we probably have all seen happen once or twice in a ministry, of like, once you are the whistleblower, you're now the problem child and you have to go. Yeah. But to what she says, the breakdown is spiritual abuse is the use of faith, belief and or religious practices to coerce, control, or damage another for a purpose beyond the victim's well-being. I am utterly devastated to have sat through hours and hours of calls, pored over countless testimonies of survivors, and laid my own eyes upon evidence of the spiritual abuse and financial mismanagement. These alleged abuses didn't just occur within your ministries, she names the ministries, but also directly from your hands. So I guess I want to pose the question to both of you of your thoughts on spiritual abuse, and then how do we, and I'll use we as far as the church, heal from this, right? So is the right way to be the whistleblower and like put it out on blast so everybody knows what's going on? Or is it something that really can be tackled, I guess, behind the veil?
I think you start behind the veil.
Okay.
And I guess if you don't see anything changing or whatnot, like, then I think it's fine to not spread it as a rumor, but I guess kind of seek counsel or blog or whatever it is to the lawsuit stuff to kind of rectify it. And I say that really because, like, what I don't like right now, and I see a lot, is like subliminal like statuses. It's weird. I feel like
from the ministries or from
no, just like between friends, family, you know, churches, whatever it is, like, and I feel like people aren't able to be upfront with people. If somebody has a problem, whatnot, don't make a status about it. Like, you know, kind of like try to talk about it. Now, if that doesn't work, then yeah, of course, we all get in our feelings sometimes or whatever. But I feel like you should, if you're mature about it, and if you want like someone to change or to get better, then you should hit them up about it.
Marky Mark?
I agree exactly what Jay Will said. I think you should talk to the people that's a part of the ministry first. They're not going to listen to you, mainly because this is what's been making them profit. I mean, this is what's profitable. I mean, when you read the term of mental abuse, like that definitely sounds like what a preacher would probably call trying to pull them out of darkness or something like that. I'm trying to tell you ways to change your life and be a better person, when in all actuality, all leader styles are different. And some leader may see something different about you or want you to do something different. So it's really like a crazy situation to be in. They're probably not going to get too far with the spiritual abuse, because at the end of the day, you signed up for it. It's like you weren't spiritually kidnapped. You went to this church and you decided to be a part of it for whatever reason.
I hear you on that.
You know, but the mismanagement of funds, again, that's things that happen.
Well, I do know that
I
think the IRS is getting involved with this because it is a lot of money with this particular ministry. So it is an active investigation. So I don't know what, like you said, I don't know what will come out of it. But I do know that it is active. I will read, she did break down like some examples of what's been going on at this ministry. So one of the bullets says, speaking to your employees in a manner that was condescending, as well as emotionally and verbally abusive.
Every Sunday.
Right. Slandering former employees that quit to new employees in an attempt to control the narrative around the true nature of their departure.
Before if you may, I'm sorry. If this would help me a lot better to process this.
You want to know who
employees?
It is?
No. When you say employees, could you say church members? Because this is church members. I know that we got technical and churches are businesses now, which we don't want to admit. But the real problem is we're trying to cross too many boundaries. Churches are not supposed to be businesses from the original plan. Go ahead, Jay, because I feel like you want to say something.
Well, and I know the people in this, so they do have some businesses.
Some were employees, some were like their admins,
or their business.
But they were all church members, though, right? So, like, this is all from a church. A church created businesses, right?
No. The people are pastors of a church, and then they also have like businesses or conferences or whatever outside of the church.
Okay. All right.
And then these are like their.
Just help me a little bit if you say church members.
Just like a gospel artist having a church and an album. It's like.
Got you. So they're suing him for what he did with the album? They can't do that. That's what he did with the album.
I don't know why she's hiding these people anyways.
I mean, I can say the name, but I was just saying for the sake of like what we are. So the pastors of the Lindsays, Heather and Cornelius Lindsay, and their ministries are Pinky Promise, Man Cave, and they are pastors of the Gathering Oasis Church. So you know them. If I showed you a picture, you'd be like, "Oh, I've seen them."
Is this Sprinkle? Is this Sprinkle Me Jesus?
No, that's not. That's Dana.
You might not know them.
He may.
I heard of Pinky Promise before, but that's I don't know too much about it.
Got you.
Pioneer Identity is somebody I can't even identify.
Not doing this. Okay, wait. Just 2 more examples I wanted to give. This is Marcus is probably gonna say every Sunday. Using your ministry platforms to slander dissenters in sermons, YouTube videos, and social media posts disguised in Christian colloquialisms.
This is a crazy lawsuit because this is everything that happens in the church. 90% of churches everywhere that we go. Everybody gonna start suing churches over spiritual. I don't know. This ain't good.
Gaslighting your employees into thinking that they were called by God to endure your abusive behavior to complete their work assignments. Withholding the full financial compensation you owed several employees for their work to punish them.
Send me the lawyer's name because they don't even need to do a lot of work for me. Just put my name and that person's name and switch up. Send me the copy. Just listen. Take out that name, put my name in it, and send it so I can send it to all these churches that I need a lawsuit from them.
Knowingly exposing your employees and putting them at risk of getting entangled with your tax evasion and embezzlement of Pinky Promise funds. Wow. Underpaying and overworking employees while giving them salaries approximately $27,000 and less that did not match the workloads nor the level of sacrifices they had to
They're not going to win this. They only doing this to expose them. This is no way in the world.
Underreporting the correct would be under. You're right. Underreporting the correct income that Pinky Promise brought in annually. Misusing and abusing Pinky Promise's 501c3 nonprofit status to fund your lifestyle. And then there's a whole nother set. So here's the thing. Yes, they're a married unit, but each party has their own set of like examples. So like right. So this right here, I just read you what they're attacking the wife for. We didn't even get into what they're attacking the husband.
Okay, so hold up. So they're pastors too? They pastor a church?
Yes. Heather and Cornelius pastor a church together. Yes.
I think they started to pastor. I think they started doing stuff first. I'm not sure.
Right, because I'm trying to figure out how
No, what was the question? You said
I don't know what started first though. Like if the conferences or the church, like I don't know what actually started first.
I'm pretty sure it was the church first.
Oh, okay.
Pretty certain it was the church first. Because if I'm not mistaken, out of the church came, like I know Pinky Promise is something that she had been doing before getting married. But as far as it being an actual conference, I think that came through the church. I don't think it was always a conference. Gotcha. But I could do some research.
I've been to Pinky Promise.
Have you? Oh, for as a Kingdom Native vendor?
Has been there, and it was very helpful to my business. So
awesome.
Thank you, Pinky Promise.
You were part of the scam.
And you were part of the scam.
Apparently they hit some of them funds.
I helped them live a prosperous life.
That's right. You're part of the problem, J. Will.
Well, I would
contributed to that spiritual beatdown.
I'll be keeping an eye on this story just to see what comes out of it. Because Marcus says they're not gonna win, but you never know.
I'm not on anybody's side when I ask these questions. But
okay.
That means she's gonna ask some questions that are in favor of Pinky Promise. Follow me, guys.
Pinky Promise. We're not talking about Pinky Promise. Do leaders know they suck?
Some of them do.
Or
right?
Like,
some of them do.
If that's not the best term, do leaders know that
they're not a good leader?
Or that they're doing these things, these faith-like things or these churchy things to help build their ministry or whatever. And because they're just so engulfed in churchiness, sometimes I'm saying, like, sometimes I wonder if they even know what they're doing.
Some of them don't. I agree with you on that, but some of them do. I do, but I feel like that's a part of the bigger problem, because how far have we come from the original mandate of the body of Christ, like of what we're supposed to be doing, that we could even end up in a place like this where, I don't know, it just seems like everything that, even when they talk about things that's happening online about the church, it's very rarely to do with the good and kind acts that church people are doing. It's always about the nonsense that is taking the front page news section for representing us. And it's sad that we have succumbed to these things that make us look like it look like a circus. We always look like a circus. We always look like a circus to me in front of people, just because we've gotten so far away from what we're supposed to be doing. I feel like as a body of the church business got too profitable. It's too much money now for it to I don't know, for us to do what not saying that we can't do it with a lot of money. I just think that because there's so much money involved, people only focus on the money.
So do you enjoy the non-building part of church right now? Outside of take out the finances and, you know, the payment.
I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you.
Talking on this podcast for a minute, and you have talked about the building, and, you know, like, we got to have money for rent and all that kind of stuff like that. Now that church is really not in the building, how do you feel about church?
With the finances included, because it's a grand scope of, like, you know, just want to get the whole picture. I'm loving this time. Even still, with the money that I would have been making from playing in some of these churches, I got my life back. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody can attest to it, like being a working musician, or just a Christian. Like, you know, if faith without works is dead, like, right? We have all this faith in the world, but then we'll take our works and put them into things that really have nothing to do with what we're talking about. Our faith is based on, like, our faith is, we want to heal the world and, like, help the world see Christ. But all of our time is spent building up the church, like physically sweeping, cooking, mopping, making like whatever, the announcement joints, like sitting in there practicing every week for choir anniversary, spending actual time on Sunday morning doing this, forget not to assemble, blah blah blah, doing all this. By the time we get out of church, people are asking for prayer and we're too tired to do that. Then I got to get up and go to work. It's insane that we think just because we have our good intentions, is that we're helping people, but our actions are not matching our intentions or our faith, then we're not really saving anybody. I feel like this is one of the best times of my life. Sunday, when I got the parade, I would have been on somebody's organ bench, acting like I'm paying attention, because I know a couple of the pastors that I play for don't care nothing about me. And it has shown during this time. One of them, I had to text him myself to ask him, was he okay? Hey, how's everything going? Are you all right? Like, because I haven't heard from you in 2 months, and I'm seeing them still having service online. Like, you know what I'm saying? Wow. So it's like, whoa, this is crazy to me. So I know, like, a lot of times, like, I may seem crazy, like, or wild, but it's like, because of experiences, it's like, I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not on I'm not like going out trying to destroy people just because of, like, you know, I feel like it. It's crazy that these things are happening. I'm just grateful that I'm in a predicament to where I can survive off of, like, you know, what I got coming in, because I don't know if I want to go back, J. Will. I do not know if I want to go back. I'm loving my time that I'm spending with people and my family, especially. How much time you think pastors, evangelists, elders, and all them people spend with their family? Like, how much time now? but now, after their live streams are over or something like that, they're home, they turn it down, and hopefully they're talking to their children. Hopefully they're talking to their wives. Like, I just feel like this, like, God is really showing us what church was supposed to be like the whole time. Like, when, like Jake said, everybody got a small church now. Like, everybody has to interact with people now. Like, you really gotta, I feel like this is what life is about. And I know it's going to be some things like that happen later where we're going to have to go back to what we consider as normal. But I feel like I got a taste of heaven, and I don't want to go back to hell, bro. To me, living life like that in chains and bondage, a slave to somebody's will, to feel like, oh, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, so my sermon is going to be about how horrible, like, you are. Like, why do you have just you the only one in here determining, or like, it's just so many things that, and not all church is bad too. So let me not some people that are doing great things, like especially people like J. Will Church, shout out to them. They're doing amazing things in a community and just with their members. They're helping and they're doing what they got to do. There's some horrible churches in the world, and more churches are horrible, in my opinion, that I've encountered than are good. And they have the same problems and the same things. I don't know if I want to go back.
I wanted to add to that. I just wanted to add to your point about time, and pastors just spending time with their families. And I have to say that right now, that's been one of the hardest things for me in this season, because a lot of life for me was missed because of his obligations. And so it's funny that you bring it up, because I've thought about that often now. I found myself in the last couple of weeks becoming a little angry, which was, it caught me a little off guard, because that's not an emotion that I felt when he passed. But I started to become angry just because it, on one hand, it's beautiful to see the posts, right, of people like, pastor was this and he did this and he married me and he blessed my kids and he blessed my home. But now he won't get to do that for his kids, right? And so I found myself being angry with seeing those posts. So like, I had to like literally, I haven't really been on social like that. For the most part, I don't go looking, because it really became important. Like, it not, and this may sound like an extreme equivalence, so just hear me out on it for a second, but I almost felt like what it probably feels like to be like a Lauren London, right? Every time you load your social media, you see a picture of Nip, right?
You see Nip,
so it's gotten to a point where every time I literally get on Facebook, there's a post about my dad. There's a picture about my dad. And that gets hard to see it, because it's like, yeah, so while you think you're just showing love and being beautiful, you're also being a trigger to me, because I can't get on social media now and not see a picture of him. But I say that to say, I've battled those two thoughts of being angry with, what you were able to receive, but then also the life that was missed because he was being that for you. So I can only wonder what, if he was still here, what this time would have done for us.
I hope it's strengthening families. And I've growing up in a church growing up in a household, my grandfather was the pastor, and the amount, like, because it was at one point where we weren't going to church at all, and then my mom said I got saved, and we started going to church like 3 or 4 times, 5 times a week, some weeks all week long, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, then when do we spend time with each other? Like, in church, we are not spending time with each other. It's not happening. We are praising God. We are following our program. We have devotional. We got this. We're doing these things, and we feel like as if because we're doing all these things that this is what I don't know, man. I've really been studying the ways of Jesus a lot, like, and just seeing the way he approached ministry. And it just didn't look nothing like where we are now. But I feel like this whole time is really just bringing us back to the necessities of some people are seeing the truth, and others are still fighting for that. Oh, I need things to go back to the old time way, so I could do what I've been practicing to do my whole life. Just be a pastor. You know what I'm saying? Not a father, not a husband. All those things are secondary in the life of someone who just wants that fame and that authority, quote unquote. Yeah. So
I even say that I think sometimes it also probably comes secondary, unfortunately, even if you don't want that fame, right? Not everyone knows how to juggle that. Not everyone knows how to be a pastor and also be the husband and the father. So yeah, just adding that point to that, nobody in your comments like, I'm not chasing no fame. I just have some issues trying to, juggle the many hats. So I get it.
I get it. Yeah, I don't know, Jay. I don't know, King. I don't know if I'm fit. It feels good.
King and Queen, Marcus.
This is I feel like this is life, bro. I feel like I'm alive right now for the first time in a really, really long time. I don't gotta like listen to nobody spew hatred in my direction just because they don't like the way I played to him 5 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a rough world.
It's a thing, though, too.
Yeah, no, it really is, and I hate to be the person that's always saying it. I hate to be the person that's always saying it, but I just feel like I'm the one who really, like, I don't know, I feel like it's part of my job here on earth to just help people, not to tear anything down, but to build the right things up. Yeah.
Good job. Because life is grand.
Yeah, talk about it.
If you hit your chest one more time, could you make it?
Feel me?
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, one thing I can say is, like, I'm not running back to church. Like, yo, we need to get back. Like, actually, I need to be safe. And I need not to catch COVID. Again, if I had it twice already.
Word,
like,
right?
Honestly.
Bless you.
What was that?
I just sneezed.
It was
When she
a
talked about
sneeze.
COVID, I was just sneezed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, even that is like it's a very interesting time for, like, yo, are we getting back? Are we coming back or whatever? And then it's like, do you want to be safe, or do you want to have church? Like,
that's right. How much do you love it?
So it would be nice to, be in the building, but I mean, I can do fellowship in my backyard if it's safe. Like, if that's what it is, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. But that's what it is. Isn't that what it is? That everywhere you go, that like the church is there, like Christ is there. Why do we feel like we need to, like, I don't know, it seems like a security blanket. I feel like we are making people weaker than stronger. Like, because if a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, then the weakest links in your church can't even pray for somebody or even for themselves. Like, if they want you to come pray for, they can't even hear God themselves. So if I'm at work, and this is always funny to me, like when, like, you're in a hood and you about to get in a fight and somebody like, yo, wait till I go get my big brother. First of all, I'm gonna beat you up right now. I'm not letting you go get your big brother. Because I'm not trying to fight two of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be throwing out, wait till I come back, or I'm gonna pop my trunk. You going to your trunk? I'm gonna go to your trunk with you. Because I want access to whatever in there too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if I feel like someone needs help from me, but I can't pray for them because I need my pastor to pray, or like I'm not the same because I haven't I didn't make it to church this Sunday, so now my week is all messed up. Like, yo, that's crazy to me. That's not Christianity, bro. That's control. That's spiritual abuse. Send me that email. I got some things I need to share. I want to add some things to that email.
To the lawsuit? You want to add a couple of things to the lawsuit?
Yeah. I want to add a couple of things.
I got you.
Make it
I got you.
Probably can get a little bit more money.
I'm gonna send it to you. Well, that was my little thank you guys for indulging in a little conversation with me. Wanted to pick your brains about that good stuff. I guess positive note, Marcus, you preached a lot today, so I don't know if there's anything that is still lingering and overflowing, by all means,
sometimes when I feel like the spirit is on me, like, you know what I'm saying, you never know when it's gonna you never know. No, I did have I'm gonna let you go. Since we haven't been in church, I might as well do my best impersonation of pastors. I'm gonna let you go after this. No, I feel like right now, while we're doing this quarantining and chilling, a lot of people are trying to build their platforms before they build their personality. And a
lot of peace.
We got you. Yeah, I know. I got a P in my spirit. Hopefully it's a prophet in there as well.
Can you say that one more time, please?
I got a P in my spirit. Oh, you talking about some people are trying to build
Yes.
No, seriously. Some people are trying to build their platforms before they build their personalities. And now they're getting to a place where you got everybody watching, but you don't have anything to show them. All right. Let's stop, guys. Let's really take this opportunity. I know you feel alone in your home. But you're probably
come on,
home.
bars.
Yeah, you're probably home and alone because you really haven't been home and alone in a really long time. You have to take this time to get to know who you are, what you're supposed to be doing. Don't just jump out and follow every trend so that people can just see you. It's not about being seen. It's about having something to say. Like it's not about just wanting to be the one with the quarantine concert, or to be the one to show that you're going to leader school. Like, that's dope. Like, that's really dope. But when are you going to make it like a personal thing? Like, when I'm doing this just so I could be a better person, and so that God can be pleased with me. I can understand myself and I can love myself. Like you got to be careful what you ask for, because more than likely you're going to get it. You're begging for attention, and you're going to get the attention before you're ready for it. And it's not going to be a good look for you. So really just take some time and get to know yourself and love yourself, and stop being attention whores. Harlots, excuse me. This is a Christian thing. Stop being attention harlots. And really work on yourself. Love yourself. Take this time to love. Things going to be a lot different when we come back, guys. So if you don't love yourself, it's going to show. It's going to show bad.
There's a lot of show and tell with no practice.
That's it, bro. That's it.
Look at y'all teaming up on the positive.
I'm sure we probably seeing the same things, though. It's like, dog, like all you had to do was wait 2 weeks and you could have did this a lot better. Like, what are you doing? Like, why do you feel a need for everybody to see you right now? Like, yo.
Even for me, like this quarantine season, it's like, oh, you know, how can you pivot? What can you do? What can you do? You got to do this, and now we're online. They're like, relax, like just take it. There's you might have ideas to do this and whatever, but like, if it's not planned correctly, or if it's not like, you'll just be running and you'll have no fruit.
That's right. Oh my God.
What? Even in like even in the businesses of mine, like. That's the thing, because you have to like pivot so you could, make money this way and stuff like that. What I did was focus on one thing. I said everything else can wait. Everything else, like, it'll, have its every day or every few day, I guess, success or work towards it. But I was like, I'm going to focus on one thing every day. And it's worked out.
Look at you.
My God.
My goodness.
You got substance, bro.
Now, I just wanted to say one comment, because you brought up everyone posting about leader school. Ain't that funny though? Because a lot of them,
we all leaders now, dog.
Because a lot of them had so much to say about him a couple months ago, and I was like, "But you're signing up for?" Okay, I guess.
Yo, trends are so funny, bro. Like everybody will follow anything once you get enough people doing it, bro. Not to say that it's not a dope idea. Like, it's funny. It's just funny.
And at the end of the day, it's free. So
yeah, probably.
But it's just like, all right, so I'm doing it.
If you had to pay for it, would you?
Probably would not have been the 20,000.
No, you would not have been signing up, and you would not have been retweeting it. You'd have been like, "Should I join? What do you guys?"
He gonna sell them something. He gonna sell them something.
Oh
yeah. Something,
No, it's amazing. It's an amazing initiative. I didn't like go through it, but like, if you get that much people to sign up, you can sell them something.
You're gonna sell them something at the end of the call. Now, if you want this prayer booklet to really solidify yourself as a leader, I'm gonna
not
need
this
you to
prayer
send
booklet.
$99.45.
Juanita
Biden the Juanita. Yes, she was.
Right?
Yes, she was. It was what was it, Marcus? The prayer cloth. I think water bottle.
It was a water bottle and some blessed oil.
Blessed oil.
It was like
100, like 130 or something like that.
$130 for the low price.
Quarantine.
For the low, not the low price market.
You're trying to preserve her quarantine rent. She can't preach.
I heard you. That's the devil. That's the devil, dog. That's spiritual abuse. Yo, hashtag. It's gonna be no hashtag. Spiritual abuse.
That is spiritual abuse.
That's spiritual abuse. I'm saying it. Yo, dog, this spiritual abuse. Whenever I see some spiritual abuse going on, I'm gonna call them out.
You gotta just call it out. Call it out.
You're abusing spirits in here, ain't you?
Not you abusing. It's the eyebrow market that you're doing right now. It's the raised eyebrow.
I'm calling you out, Pastor. You are a user and an abuser. Did you see the lawsuit? You want to be next?
They're coming for you.
They're coming for you, dog.
All right, people. Well, this was another episode of Second Service. Hope you guys have a great week. Memorial Day coming up. I mean,
coming up.
You're not going to a party regardless, so but do some barbecue. Get a grill.
In my backyard.
Marcus, are you grilling?
No, I'm grilling. Say less. Be blessed.
All right, so be blessed and enjoy your week, y'all.
Yes, sir.